I just read something really dangerous online. I got to talk about it in today's drive.
The Drive.
Good morning, welcome to another episode of The Drive. It's Dean here, of course, on the way to Internet Profits HQ here in the UK this morning. And as I just said in the introduction, I read something on social media this morning. Well, I read a few things and alarm bells started ringing. I thought, I've got to speak about this to you today, and I've got to share this because this could be causing so much harm to so many people, and it's scary. And so let me explain. So I saw in one of the groups that I belong to this morning, somebody asking a question, something along the lines of, what will work best? You know, this or this? And you had all these people chiming in saying, oh, that way would work best. There's no way the other way is correct. You know, there's no way that would work. And then you had other people saying, no, I'm not sure. Like, I think the other way would work best. And there was just basically, it was very apparent to me as a bystander, as looking outside in, that a lot of the opinions being given were from people that were just guessing what they think would work best. And then something else that I saw was based on someone else's testing, which is great, right? Someone else had done some testing on a certain thing. It was actually on something that they'd added to their website that they thought would increase conversions. And they were saying, I thought this would increase conversions, but it didn't. And so you've got everyone else there commenting saying, oh, thanks so much for sharing this. You've saved me wasting my time, so I won't do this. And I thought, hang on a minute, like, this is dangerous. This is scary, right? And I've got one more example, and then I'm going to tell you why this is so scary to me and dangerous to you and your business. So there's a piece of software that a ton of people are adding to their websites at the moment. I won't name the company name, and I actually think there's been some sort of copycat people coming along and copying the software. But basically, it's where in the bottom corner it pops up and tells you, you know, Joe Bloggs just purchased this, or Joe Bloggs just opted in, you know, Joe Bloggs just ordered this product, and it will basically tell you who's ordering or who's opting in or who's placing orders for that product, right? And it's there as a social proof software to basically encourage more people to take those actions, more people to purchase or opt in, right? Whatever that action is. And it's become incredibly popular. And basically, people are following the herd, assuming that, oh, everybody's using it, it must work, it must increase conversions. And rather interestingly, a mentor of mine shared with me yesterday how that software, that feature, decreased conversions on their offer, and they removed it because they tested. And so here's the big lesson, right? And this is so important. It's ridiculous how dangerous it is that people are doing this incorrectly. Let me tell you this. Just because something works for someone else does not mean it's going to work for you. And just because something does not work for someone else does not mean it's not going to work for you. And just because you see other people doing things doesn't mean you should do them, or vice versa shouldn't do them. And just because people give you an opinion, it doesn't mean that opinion is correct. There is only one way to know if something works or doesn't work. Try it and test it. Test it, track it, trial it. Right? Do not, you know, it's fine to get opinions, but those opinions should not sway anything whatsoever. It is dangerous and scary to me to see how many people are willing to just follow the herd or blindly be led by people just based on their opinions. Or even, in fact, if somebody else has tested something with their business and it didn't work for them, or it did work for them, it does not mean you are going to get the same result. Does it mean that, yes, you could get the same? Of course. But the only true way to know anything in your business is to test it. And so that's my lesson to you today. Make sure that whenever you're thinking of doing something, you are tracking it, testing it, and analyzing the data. The only one true thing you can be led by is data. Okay? So that's my lesson to you today. Be careful who you're listening to. Be careful what opinions you're taking on board. And be careful how you let those opinions or responses steer you. Data is the only true test and the only true thing that should lead your decisions in your business. So with that said, time to jump in. This is Dean Holland signing out for another day on The Drive.